So today we're going to be working on the forward defensive, making sure that we have really soft hands so there's no chance of us being caught out. So to start with, we might work without a ball, without a feed, just working on stepping and placing the bat right next to our front knee, varying whether we're on leg side or on the off stump, and really focusing on getting our head over our hands and playing the ball into the ground, so having that angle on that bat and not pushing forward too hard at the ball. Maybe you might do some one-handed work as well. And now we've got a preset, so we're just going to check that the feed's good. So we're preset on the front leg, and as the ball comes, we're just going to bring the bat down and play the shot into the ground, aiming to play the ball into the ground, ideally before the hoop. So that's just beating the outside edge there. We can leave alone the ones that are going to miss off stump. And we're going to just bring our bat forward and play the ball down into the ground on that preset front leg, making sure that the feed is accurate. Next up, we're going to step into the shot and bring our hands to where the bat might be. The two balls there. So we're imagining that the ball is played towards us. We're going to step into it and get our head right over our hands. Just taking a few goes at this. Just watching the ball. We see that one varied off a crack there. We're able to move our hands because we're in a good balanced position. And finally, we bring the feed in. So our partner is aiming to put the ball into the hoop if they can. Then we're going to step and bring our hands in, play really soft hands, trying to play the ball straight back into the ground, make it hit the ground before the hoop as it comes off our bat. So no forward press past our knee. And then finally we bring a game in. So we've got a fielder who's about 2 or 3 metres away, can't move until the ball has been played, and we're going to play the ball into the ground, and that fielder then got to catch it before the second bounce. So they're allowed to catch it before the second bounce, and I would be out. So there we go. There we go. So at that point, that would be the batter out. But we're going to keep going just for a moment. Another couple. Oh, very nearly there. So that fielder is allowed to move as soon as the ball is played by the batter. And there we go. There's another wicket for the fielding team. Enjoy.
Hello Monkton, and welcome to our hill training session. I hope in the next few minutes I'll go through a few techniques that will help you run up hills and take away that fear factor that we often have when we hit the bottom of Sham. If we change a few things in our running, it will make us more efficient, make us faster, and not just help us on the hills, but help us on our flat track speed as well. When we reach the climb and start of the hill, our first reaction is to lean into it and actually bend at our hips, but that can have a negative impact on our running. You should try to stand tall with an ever so slightly lean forward, but from the ankles, not from the hips. It's easy to fall into the trap of powering up a hill with a big, long, strong strides. On a long hill, you'll likely burn out even before you've hit the halfway point. A more efficient way to attack the hills is to shorten your stride and keep a quick foot contact. This will help keep you tall and hopefully a more evenly placed effort. So the next technique is to use your arms and make sure you use them like pistons to be able to power yourself up the hill. You'll also find that driving your arms will help you get over any obstacles when you're running off-road. Try to keep your arms at around 90 degrees bend and swinging forwards rather than across your body. So when you hit a climb, try to forget about your pace and concentrate more on your effort. If you try to keep the same pace that you're running the whole way up the climb, then you're likely to go into the red very quickly. It's more about the effort that you put into your running, the technique, the posture, the arms, and the small steps that will help you be more efficient and therefore give you energy as you go up the climb, being able to run after the climb is finished. And remember, what goes up must come down, we hope. So for today's training session, I want you to try and find a hill that's near your house that's safe and suitable for you to run up. and see if you can run up it 5 to 10 times in repetitions, going hard to the top and then recovering as you walk down and resting, and then going again when you're ready. Completely recover before you run again. The hill running will pay off. It's hard work, but it improves your fitness massively. Good luck.
Hello Monkton. So today I thought we'd look at the basics of the bowling action. This is similar to a video I posted before the Easter holidays, but I thought I'd just give you another run through so you can have a look at the stages in the bowling action for seam bowling, so that you can maybe, if you're a beginner bowler, learn to do that, or if you're an improver or a more advanced bowler, just groove that muscle memory. So here we go. So stage one, we're going to hold the ball with our bunny ears grip, and we're going to step in to our gather position, or as we might say, eating the apple. So we're going to step in there with my front foot and get up there with both hands up, ready to eat that apple. So from your gather position, you're then going to imagine there's a piece of string between your hands, and you're going to stretch that string out as you take your next step, and you're into this position with the top hand going up and the bottom hand down here by your pocket, getting a nice straight arm. So as we get towards delivering the ball, we're into our position where we stretch the string, we've got that top hand nice and high, got that back, our bowling hand down by our pocket. We've got a nice stretch in that string. So what's going to happen, we're going to step through, we're going to bring that top hand down, that's going to bring our bowling arm up, and then we're going to step through and release the ball. And as we step through with our back leg, our bowling arm is going to come over. So here we are, we're in that stretch position, step and release. So we're going to run that through in one smooth action, just taking it nice and slowly to start with. So we're going to step into our gather position, arms up, eat the apple. Then we're going to step through onto our next foot. We're going to stretch that string out nice and long. And then we're going to be ready to step through onto our front foot, bringing that front arm down. Bowling arm goes up nice and straight, and we step through as we bowl. So it's really important when you're delivering the cricket ball and you're trying to bowl seam bowling that you don't stop at the crease. So when you get to this position, you don't just bowl and stop. You need to carry on through so that your momentum, the power you've built up in your run-up, sends the ball at more pace down to the batsman. So here we are. We're going to get into our positions. So we're going to eat the apple, stretch the string, bowl and step through. Make sure you're doing that every time so you get used to delivering that power into your ball.